long time no talk. I ended up going, okay, so, oh my God, I feel like I'm all over the place. Had not the best week in terms of productivity. What a big surprise there, right? Anyways, working on myself like always, trying new organization, apps, hacks, systems, I've read many books on this subject. I have tried so many different things from people on YouTube, from blogs, from students that I know, tips and tricks from, classes, professors. I was even taking that one, course, I believe it's called I Can Study, and it's very helpful with teaching you the best way to study, but it only gives you a little bit of how to implement things or routines so that you are able to actually do the studying. And that's when I realized that was my struggle. It wasn't so much like I don't know the best way to study anymore. My biggest struggle had now become and grown into the biggest issue, which was that resistance to the actual studying. And I've done enough mental work to know why that is, which I don't want to get into now. But I think I finally found what I hope is going to be the best way to organize a plan and get things done. I think I found the best system for me for now. And it is not one thing, which was, I think, my problem in the beginning too, is I was always trying to find one thing, when in reality it's multiple things working together, basically making my own Frankenstein system that was going to work for me. And I think I'm going to share that with y'all tomorrow. Today is Saturday night, so tomorrow Sunday is when I'm going to be doing my weekly planning and setting up for the week. And I had to make a couple of decisions. It took more than just a day. It took the not turning in of a specific assignment that was really big for one of my classes, and kind of feeling like I was running late on everything and missing some classes and just falling into this chaotic type of thing at the same time that I was cocooning myself and not being as social as I had been the previous weeks. So for me, that's not that I've always been super social, but when I'm more antisocial than usual, I know it's because I am trying to work on myself because things are messy, or I'm starting to get in my head to the point where it might lead to a little bit of depression. And I use that word, I don't want to use that word because I don't believe that I have depression, and I have not been diagnosed with depression, and I know people who have depression, and that is not who I am all the time. It's just, I can tell when I'm going down a path that is not mentally healthy for me, so I try to put a stop to that. And I think I've brought this up multiple times before, so it probably sounds like I'm literally this person all the time. But it's not that I am that person all the time. I personally think it has a lot to do with my mind in terms of how much pressure I put on myself and how much I'm constantly analyzing myself. And I'm aware that I do this, and I actually like that I do this because I think that it has made me a better human being and has allowed me to be happier and have an overall better human experience on this planet this time around. So I'm not mad about my analyzing at all. I just want to not have it spontaneously take over my day and it have havoc-wreaking consequences on my mood and things that I actually need to get done. So, oh my gosh, that was such a long rant on something that was supposed to be so short. So today was, my partner, Edgar, he had a small event that he was a part of. Since he's into off-roading and the off-roading community, they had a I don't know what to call it. It's more than a get-together because they actually had vendors and stuff, and they had competitions where they were giving out trophies for different categories, which I'm honestly not very savvy as to what those were because I just got there I just got back from there a couple of minutes ago, and I wasn't there from the beginning. I was only there for a couple hours. I'll go ahead and throw in the very sparse clips that I have from today, just to give you an idea of what it was. So I'll go ahead and do that now. I know.
Somebody lost their passport, alguien perdió su pasaporte. Si encuentran un pasaporte, por favor, come up to the DJ booth. Somebody lost their passport. If you find it, please turn it into the DJ booth. Looking for the passport, somebody lost it.
And then when he's done picking up his razor, trailering it to his house, he's going to come back here because he always spends the weekends with me. So even if he hadn't told me, I would have known that he was going to be here. But anyways, yeah, he's going to come back here. My sister, aka me and Edgar's adopted child, and us are going to go probably, I think, to Calaveras, which is a pretty hip spot to go get something to eat. They just opened one up in our city, so we're gonna go check that one out purely for convenience purposes, of course. Oh, he's calling me right now. So anyways, I did start getting a headache though, so I think I'm gonna go take some pills for that. But yeah, I'm gonna go over the system that I'm going to be using to like make sure that things get done and that I don't feel like overwhelmed about not doing the things that need to get done and all those other small idiosyncrasies that apparently wreak havoc in my life. I don't know, I just roll my eyes a lot because I know that there's so many other people that get by and do the things that they have to do without using planners and apps and hacks and systems, and it's just sometimes it gets a little lonely because I feel like nobody is as neurotic as me. I mean, of course, like my sister, she works really hard, but she doesn't seem to have the struggle with getting things done as much as I do. And I always like really admire that about her because she also has other ambitions and other goals and things she wants to work on. And she also, you know, wants to make sure that she is eating as healthy as possible and is keeping up with her physical fitness. So we don't have goals that are super apart from each other. And she doesn't require as much as I do in terms of like planning and structuring things. And it can be a little like aggravating because it's like a reminder of, I guess it's just showing our differences and not in the best way, because it's kind of like, I guess the best analogy I could put here is you and your best friend, your sibling, whatever, are learning to ride bicycles and you need training wheels and they don't. And as much as you'd like to not need your training wheels, you just don't have the skill for some reason, or you have some type of a phobia or a fear that's keeping you from just going on two wheels. And it's very disheartening. And that's kind of like the best way that I can compare how it feels. And I'm not mad at anybody, you know, I have worked through that. It used to anger me a lot. Of course, I still have, like, you know, things I need to work on in terms of my angers and my triggers, just like we all do. But yeah, I just really admire her for that. And I wish I didn't feel like I needed so much structure, but I do, in order for me to feel okay and happy and sane in my life and accomplishing my goals. But at the same time, it has helped me get things accomplished in my life. So I don't know, like I said, sounding neurotic. But yeah, I wanted to share the system that I'm going to be implementing, the apps or the tools that I'm going to be using. And also, I guess I could share this tomorrow, but I'm just going to share it now. I am going to be moving my working out sessions officially to the morning. And that is something that I thought I would never do. So I'll just leave it at that, and we'll get into that tomorrow.